Hello children, myself Mamata from Deepal School. Let's begin with English Language Standard 8, Lesson 5, Articles. Let us first begin with some general observations. The words a, an, and the are called as articles. Articles are actually demonstrative adjectives like this, that, those, and are used to point out people or things. So they are used before the nouns. For example, this is the book that I like the most. A and an are called indefinite articles. Remember children, a and an are the indefinite articles because it does not point out to any definite or particular person or thing. For example, I saw a hunter riding on an elephant. The is called the definite article because it points out some definite or particular person or thing. For example, this is the man I met, means some particular man. So here the is the article. This is the movie I saw, some particular movie. Number 4, as a general rule, the common noun is singular. In singular number must have an article before it. For example, this is a table. This is an ink pot. The ink pot is on the table. As a general rule, common nouns in the plural number do not have the definite articles, that is the, placed before them. For example, horses run fast, dogs bark. Note here children that when we speak of a person or thing for the first time, we generally use the indefinite article like a or an. But when we speak of the same person or thing the second time, we use the definite article, that is the. For example, a leopard saw a hunter riding on an elephant. The leopard jumped on the hunter. Now let us correct the use of definite, indefinite articles a or an. We can use a or an only with singular countable nouns. We can use a or an to talk about a person or thing for the first time. For example, I saw a dog in the street. A or an is not used with plural nouns or proper nouns. A or an cannot be used with uncountable nouns. For example, we cannot say a milk, a water, a tea, a sugar, a rice, etc. A is used before singular nouns beginning with consonant sounds, even if the first letter is a vowel. Like for example, a pen, a book, a European, a unit, a union, a uniform, etc. An is used before nouns beginning with vowel sounds, even if the first letter is a consonant. For example, an engine, an umbrella, an uncle, an hour, an honorable man. We also use a or an to mean one with some numbers, fractions, money, weights, etc. For example, a 100 rupee note, a 1 rupee coin, a liter, a half. An is used before a word beginning with H, which is not pronounced. H remains here silent, and therefore the beginning sound of the word becomes a vowel sound, as an hour, an honest man, an hourly visit. We use an before an abbreviation, the first letter of which begins with a consonant having vowel sounds. For example, an MA, an MP, an MLA. M sounds as M. Now, we will see some correct use of the definite article, that is the. How the is used. So, here are some rules for the definite article the. Number 1. When we speak of a particular person or thing, or one already mentioned, or one well known to us. For example, shut the door, call the boy. I saw a boy and a girl yesterday. The boy was tall and the girl was short and fat. Second, we use the with a noun which is unique, that is only one of its kind. For example, the moon, the earth, the sky, the prime minister, the president, the principal, etc. For example, some more examples like Delhi is the capital of India. The sun is a hot ball of fire. Number third, we also use the with the superlative degree of adjectives. For example, Shovan is the tallest boy in the class. She is the most brilliant girl in the school. Number fourth, we use the before the names of rivers, seas, oceans, villages, mountain ranges, group of islands, canals, deserts, etc. For example, the Ganges, the Indian Ocean, the Kashmir Valley, the Himalayas, the Bay of Bengal, the Andamans, the Sahara, etc. Number 5, we use the before certain adjectives to give them a plural meaning. For example, rich, poor, sick, deaf, blind, and certain other adjectives describing the human character or condition can be preceded by the and used to represent a class of person. For example, the poor depend on the rich. Here the poor means poor persons or poor people, and the rich means the rich persons. Number 6, we use the before the names of certain well-known or sacred books. For example, the Ramayana, the Gita, the Bible, the Quran. Number 7, we use the before the names of newspapers and magazines, etc. For example, the Times of India, the India Today, the Samaj, the Hindustan Times, etc. Number 8, we use the before the names of public buildings, institutions, associations, ships, aeroplanes, trains, etc. For example, the Red Fort, the Taj Mahal, the Oxford University, the Vikrant, the Jumbo, the Indian Airlines, the Rajdhani Express, etc. We use the before a nationality, that is people's race, community, a class of people or families. For example, the English, the French, the Hindus, the Guptas, the Sheikhs, etc. Number 10, we use the before the names of famous historical events. For example, the Battle of Panipat, the Great War, the Second World War, etc. We use the before the names of directions. For example, the north, the south, the east, the west. Number 12, we use the before the names of hotels, cinemas, shops, museums, stadiums, banks when they do not begin with a proper noun. For example, the Taj Palace, the Regal, the Dum Dum, the State Bank of India. Now here is a worksheet for you. Insert or omit articles where necessary. Mathematics is difficult subject. Number 2, rich are not always happy. Number 3, time makes worst enemies friends. Number 4, this is same building where we lived. Number 5, Fiji is island in Pacific Ocean. Thank you.